In this video, I wanted to talk about the Grasp of Ivy artifact. So the Grasp of Ivy artifact is the epic artifact for the Earth element. So just because it is an epic artifact, it's going to be a little easier to obtain than the Thornbloom artifact, but it's just not as good. Its skill effect is actually a little better, but as far as just pure stats wise, it's just not going to be as good as the legendary artifact, just because of how much better legendary artifacts have their bonus basic attributes scale. So you're going to get a lot more bonus attack and HP if you're using and upgrading a legendary artifact versus an epic artifact. Now you can see I actually do have my level cap on my Grasp of Ivy at 80, just because I do have it to 2 stars because I had gotten those extra artifact shards. It is a lot easier to get epic artifact shards, so if that's your limitation, if you have plenty of refining stones, then actually using the epic artifact can be a totally good thing to do. But really early on, and just period is what I've kind of realized, is getting these refining stones is going to take a lot of time. And so really your limitation probably isn't going to be that level cap unless you've really just grinded a lot in trying to get or opened a lot of artifact chests, use the monthly pass, something else to get a lot of those extra refining stones. But in general, I would probably just recommend using the Thornbloom over the Grasp of Ivy. But as far as the Grasp of Ivy's skill effects, so Vine Entanglement, your attacks are going to have a 20% chance to apply a binding effect on the locked enemy for 1 second. And this is actually going to ignore status resistance, which is cool. So when you bind them, the enemy can't move or attack. So it's effectively a stun where they can't attack. And so I have it equipped to YAML it here, and then I'm going to go over into battle. We have it at 1x speed, but the way you can kind of see this taking effect is anytime you see those little roots that just pop up right under the enemy. So right there, you saw it very briefly. Then again at the top, and that's just that binding stun effect, so they can't attack. So if they were ranged enemies, or if they're really close, if you bind them right here, you'll notice that guy at the front, even though he was right next to us, he couldn't actually attack us during that period, which is nice. But so it is a cool skill effect, but realistically, if you have the capability to just upgrade a legendary artifact, I would probably do that instead, just because all the extra bonus stats you'll get. The further you get down the line, I mean, the higher level your artifacts get, if you're talking like level 80, level 120 artifacts, those legendary artifacts are just going to make a lot bigger of a difference. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.